Hello, Leo. Thank you so much for joining me at Tarot Readings by Roxby. I am going to do your angel advice oracle card messages for the week of September 10th through the 16th, 2016. We are going to hear from Archangel Michael, Doreen Virtue, also by Doreen Virtue Ascendant Masters, Doreen Virtue's messages from your angels, her Doreen Virtue's messages from the fairies, and also Tori Hartman. These are advice cards. They are chakra wisdom oracle cards. They're pretty amazing. Okay. So, let me just say this first. Okay, so whatever wish comes to your mind right now, please just make it. Okay, so because this card never comes out, and you guys are the last reading that I'm recording, and this is the 4th time it came out. Okay, so it's come out for Leo, Pisces, Scorpio, I can't for the life of me think of who else. Remember. Libra. Yes. So, and I'm going to talk about the moon and the rising signs, but that's why it's so important to watch. For you guys, I mean, it's possible that even your Venus sign could be one of them other signs. My new subscribers, welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time to subscribe. I truly do appreciate it. I absolutely love doing this for you guys every morning with the oracle cards, the love readings, the monthlies, the weekly advice oracle cards. I love doing it. The private readings. It's been pretty amazing in the short time that I have been on YouTube. So, just let me say this real quick for my new subscribers, because today is the last day to get in on the free reading. I actually just may pick the winner tonight at midnight. It is my birthday tomorrow, and I found out this morning that they're having a party for me, but I'll probably be up, so I just may do that. I will be videoing it. Those of you that want to get in on it, it's a 14-card reading, usually more cards with clarifiers, $50. All you have to do is just click the link below this video. That will take you directly to my Facebook page. Just simply like the page. That's all you have to do. I will be picking the winner on September 11th. And I want to give the reading on the 12th. I'd like to give it that day. Those of you that have asked about adding a PayPal button to YouTube, I have added that. It is on my home page under About. It is highlighted in blue. And I do apologize that it never really occurred to me that not everybody has access to Facebook. Those of you that are already like my Facebook page and you want to go that way, absolutely, feel free to, and the PayPal link to that is listed under Impressum. And, very important as far as your moon and your rising sign, cafeastrology.com. It is simple, it is fast, it literally takes under a minute, and you have the information in front of you. Okay, Leo, your first card from Archangel Michael. It is time to leave this unhealthy situation. So with this card, your prayers for help have been answered with this card. They've heard your prayers. You know, if you've been praying about, you know, leaving a situation that's toxic, I mean, the card strongly says, through this card, leave. You've been enduring a toxic situation for far too long, investing time, energy, that isn't yielding, you know, results. The experiences isn't beneficial for you or the people involved. You don't need to remain in negativity. You know, you could walk away without guilt or hesitation. You know, with this card, you could apply for a new job, though. Get a second medical opinion. See a relationship counselor. But you need to follow your inner guidance every step of the way. You know, your transition will be smooth. You know, speak honestly to someone, you know, with whom you're having difficulties with. You know, so not every relationship is he's suggesting that you leave. He's also suggesting that you definitely, you know, take the time to have those honest, difficult discussions. And from the Ascendant Masters, you have choose peace. Now, with this card, in this situation, you need to choose the path of peace. So, as you think about, you know, your various options and possibilities, outcomes, you know, which brings the greatest feeling of peace in your body and in your mind, and that is the answer. I always say, if it warms your heart, I mean, you know, the card is about, you know, listen to your heart's truth, but, you know, if it warms your heart and you know that feeling that I'm talking about, then you know that it's right for you. Listen to your heart's truth. There's always a peaceful alternative to conflict. You know, your peacefulness, you know, it elevates your energy, and it does help you to manifest your desires. You know, meditate. I'll tell you what, yoga is definitely a way of attaining inner peace. And it tones you. Yeah. They say it came up in another reading, ironically. Pisces. It was actually the yoga card, and it made me think that I should do more of that. But in all honesty, when would I find the time? I had to laugh. No, I'm sorry, Taurus. Oh, that's who else got your wishes granted. Taurus. Take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. I mean, I feel like it's almost the same message as, you know, choose peace, but with this card, you know you're on the right path. It might not seem, you know, it could seem like it's taking, you know, a lot of time and effort, but, you know, you just have to keep up the good work and just keep up, you know, just keep pushing ahead. You're definitely making progress, you know, toward your intended outcomes. You know, sometimes flexibility is called for, you know, when you're working toward an aim. You know, but in this instance, you'll stay firm. You know, in your convictions, you'll compromise. Some compromise could definitely water down the divine plan, you know, that you're manifesting. it's definitely, you know, this angel is definitely here, you know, to validate that your desire is on the right path of light. But soon, really, there will be something coming in, and it'll be beautiful, just like this card. And then, from the fairies, your wish is granted. I can't believe I go from never seeing this card to seeing it 4 times, and really, all I have to say about this card is you've been granted a wish. It's a special wish that is near and dear to you. So, a reminder that, you know, you're more powerful than you realize. If you've been feeling victimized, like with this, I mean, if you've been praying and wishing to get out of this situation, that could happen for you. I mean, the energy is there. You know, this card wants you to know that regardless of whatever, anything, your age, your size, it does not matter. You got incredible personal power, and your wish will be granted. Let's see what your advice card is. And some of you could be expanding. I know pregnancy has nothing to do with this card, but some of you could be getting pregnant. Just a feeling, just saying. It would be expanding your family. But for real, this card is about, you'll see it when you believe it, is really what it's about, okay? So, which totally resonates with what I just said. I mean, you know, you could see it this week and believe it. You know, if you're hoping and wishing, you know, for that to be, I mean, those of you that want to get pregnant, I just, absolutely. But it is a card of, you know, at this point in your journey, you've become definitely more aware of who's presently showing up in your life. You know, you'll take time, you know, this week to observe the people who are now becoming, you know, like wise counselors. You know, they're here to remind you of your best self. You know, perhaps your world is being uplifted. You know, this week you could choose to communicate, you know, with, you know, whatever you must communicate with, but you must remember that the people that you connect with perceive us, you know, through the fiber of their personal awarenesses. If you're not getting the outcome you desire, you may have to acknowledge that the message you're sending isn't the message being received. Okay? Set your intentions this week on the fact that, you know, requesting advice isn't an indication of weakness. You know, it's not, you know, asking your friends. You know, there's other people in this card too. You know, asking your friends, asking anybody for help, it is not a weakness. You know, it's actually a sign of being a strong person, in my opinion. And, you know, rather, you know, like a sign of strength. You know, this week, set your intention to observe yourself. You know, notice if how you ask for support and assistance, does what come back to you align with what, you know, you think you're requesting? It's important that you truly understand the idea that its message that it's sending, you know, is bringing you what you get, if that makes sense. You know, make sure you're receiving what you're giving. Is pretty much what I'm getting at. I mean, there is a lot of positive energy here. You know, this unhealthy situation, it doesn't necessarily, I mean, it could absolutely just be a job, you know, that you need to, it's stressful. You need to get out of it. It's toxic. Not really feeling it that way, but it could be. You know, and it's your wish to get out of it. It is whatever your wish is. You know, when I told you to make a wish, and whatever the first thing that was that came to your mind, that's your wish. And that's the energy that's around you guys this week. And it's beautiful, really. I love it. Okay, Leo, thank you so much for taking the time to view this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I think it should be a fabulous week for you guys, really. And I will see you guys back here with the morning oracle cards. Have a great day. Bye-bye.